Just want to let you know, if this video just cuts out for no reason because I got not much storage on my video. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but maybe we won't go there. But yeah, I'm gonna review Bruce Springsteen's mental health a little bit, break up with his girlfriend or something, and make music, and that's it. That's all I want to say about the film. It is so boring. Not completely boring, but it's the same with you know what I mean. It's the same with, well, you don't, because I haven't said it yet. But there's a film that I watched some years ago and stuff like that, I think, and it was called Complete Story or something like that, and it was about Bob Dylan. It's like that. It was boring in its own way. It's a good story, both of them, but it's boring. Let's face it. Don't know what that's okay. It is really boring. I wish there was more action and more. The thing is with biotopic films, there's not much action and there's more talking and psychedelic. You know what I mean? Lots of different sort of stuff. But I did like, the only thing about the film I did like, well, not film, but the only thing about when I went to the cinema was, to be fair, this is like the 1st of November when you're watching this, or you know, when I'm recording this and you're watching this in a whole video archived scheduling video, so it's not completely new. So that's why I'm reviewing a kind of like an old and new film at the same time. Not because it's set in the olden times, in the 80s and 90s or whatever. I'm not saying the 90s and 80s at all, but I'm just saying in some occasional way, yeah, young people. But yeah, if I'm not clear in this video, I'm speaking fast because I'm cautious of the time limit of this video, because it might cut out, you see. Anyway, so yeah, I'll trim I'll trim parts of this video down because it's a little bit rubbishy, the settings of the background of this video, so I'm sorry if it looks a little bit rubbishy today. But I'm filming this at 17, that's 5 o'clock in the winter time, in November time, so it's the 1st of November, so it's got that same time bit in the UK when it goes dark. So yeah, so if it looks a little bit darkish, that's the reason why. Not because I released this in the 0 o'clock in the morning. Not because of that. It's just, yeah. So anyway, so this film about Bob Dylan. See what I mean? The story is completely different because somebody's different life story, but at the same time, yeah. But this is all about his album. And I can see that point of view when I was watching the film, but it's all about his mental health and his breakup with, not focus on his partner or his girlfriend or his whatever, and something about his father being a little bit dodgy, nothing to do with stealing or anything like that. He means well deep inside, but he's not a good father. Not Bruce Springsteen. His father, or Springsteen, sorry guys, I can't speak. Springsteen's father is not a nice person outside, but deep inside he's got mental health or something. I think it's more mental health than Bruce Springsteen's point of view. But, yeah. So, I don't really know because I don't know this guy in personally. So, if I miss anything out in this review, I'm slightly tired and I've got loads of things to do around November time and stuff like that. So if I just cut out, not speaking well and stuff like that, I'm so sorry. I feel like I got a lack of creativity making videos and books and music and stuff like that. Even though this is not a let's talk. This is supposed to be a review. So yeah, this film is really boring. This like my reviews lately. It's like that, but in a professional musician topic film. This is nothing like Rocket Man or Back to Black or Bohemian Rhapsody or Elvis. This has nothing to do with that. This is more like a psychedelic, not psychedelic, like a mental health sort of boring thing. I wouldn't say the whole entire film is boring. In its own self, it's a good film, but I wouldn't say it's that good to watch again, if that makes sense. It's like Puppet on a String from Sandra's point of view, Sandy Shaw point of view. If you never heard of Sandy Shaw, well, Google her. She's really good because I listen to her a lot. 60s model, 60s singer. Really good in the UK. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like Sandy Shaw's point of view on Puppet on a String. It's good in its own way, not Sandra's, or Sandra's or whatever. It's not good. You know what I mean? It's the Puppet and String song is good in its own way, but it's the same with this film. It's good in its own way. The story's good and stuff like that. The idea is good about the film. Not idea because this is based on the true story. But what I'm trying to say is this film is good in its own way, but you wouldn't really want to watch it forever because it's slightly boring and whatever. So it's good in its own way, but nobody really likes it. So no wonder when not much people was at the cinema today. But it's a Saturday, so it must be somebody's at the cinema. But it's pouring with rain lately, you know what I mean? I don't know. But this film, I thought it was going to be like Rocket Man or whatever. So that's why I really want to watch another biotopic film review. Not review, but you know what I mean. So that's what I want to watch. And it turned out to be boring. So I got nothing to say apart from that. Sorry this video is not really good. If it is good for you, subscribe, because some people don't like my videos, so for some weird reason, and I can understand that weirdly, I can understand personally, because I feel like I don't like my videos sometimes, but you have to be very careful because sometimes YouTuber might say, why did you say that? Why you said you don't like your own videos? You know what I mean? But I don't know. But but by the way, thank you very much for supporting me. If you did on my channel, like comments down below with all the supportive comments and supportive comments, and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. So yeah, personally, I got through with not social service and stuff like that, but I got through with this film and in life in general. And with 2025 so far, last year or this year, or whenever you're watching this, you hear that's rain outside. What I'm trying to say is, my life in 2025 has been really complicated. Not complicated like mental health complicated, but just I have mental health as well, but maybe we won't go there. But what I'm trying to say is it's complicated because the first months in the year were slightly weird and stuff like that, and then they gradually got better and better and better. Just like this film and his mental health. So we didn't really see his mental health really, but apparently they described it a lot and stuff like that. I don't know why. But if you want to, I'm not going to tell you the plot really because I want you to see it just in case you might enjoy it. This is my opinion, or my critic review of it. This is not for real. This is not my actual, you know what I mean, this is not a true description of it. This is my opinion of the film, okay? So I'm not saying that you have to not watch it, but if you're really into exciting films, this film is not for you. But if you're into boring films or you're into films like this, watch it. But apparently it might come out like later on because that's what some biotopics or some films like this can't do. But non-popular films, they air it a little bit, and I mean a little bit, and they'll release it properly later on in next year. So that's why I'm releasing it next year, I don't know, in 2026. So I got nothing. Thank you very much for watching the video. I know I got a feeling like some people were not interested in my videos, and I get that. So if you want to comment down below and think screw it or not screw it, but like if you're not into my videos, just please be nice to me because I try my best. And I got 434 subscribers or something now, so I'm really grateful. But yeah, thank you much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm cautious of the video timing, so if I miss anything out, please comment down below and I'll chat to you or something if YouTube allows it. You know, it's complicated. But yeah, why not? This film's good in its own way. I said that already, but I'm just saying it's, yeah. This film was complicated. Like, it was so boring for me, but you might like it. So, not because you're boring, I'm just saying you might like it because you like something else. So, yeah. Anyway, it's 10 minutes or 9 minutes or 11 minutes so far, so I'm going to stop. So, I'm not trying to be rude to you lot. I'm just saying you might like it because you might like certain things that I don't, okay? So, but this is my personal review, and don't get cheesed off with me if I said anything wrong in your opinion or your truth or something like that, because I'm trying my best with my videos and I don't feel like doing a video even though I have to do a review about this. So, what I'm trying to say is, wish you well with 2026, have a good life, not in a dodgy way. I mean it, really have a good 2026 year, because I have no idea what's going to happen in 2026. So, yeah, personally, because I'm recording this as well in the 1st of November 2025. So, yeah, I got nothing. This film was really, really good though, but I didn't fancy it. Because, you know, I think it's probably because like, it's maybe be careful what I say, but when I go to the cinema, I really get nervous. I'm thinking, I went to the cinema for ages. I just done music and videos and stuff for that. And I didn't go to the cinema for ages. So I got the naff feeling of not bothered sort of feeling. But anyway, so if I said that, if I got that sort of feeling, I think that's fireworks, by the way. So if you heard that. It's November for me. So anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, I can't deal with watching certain films, because either I get bored or not bothered, or the nervous sort of thing and going to the cinema, because I'm not allergic to cinemas. I just can't. When you get used to something, you get used to something, then over time you're doing something else, and you forget the freedom of going to the cinema, and then you go back to the cinema, and it is, yeah. So that's what I feel like today, for me personally. Well, not today, but because you're watching this in 2026, but you know what I mean. If you do. But yeah, thank you much for watching this video. If you did, all the way through, for a 13 or 14 minute video, scary, isn't it? But yeah, Bruce Springsteen, something now forever, now ever, or something like that. It's 50-50. 50% really boring, 50% in its own way excellent. Because I'm saying excellent because it's describing mental health and stuff like that, because I can understand it, because I used to have mental health, probably still do, but I never realise it, if that makes sense. But anyway, so yeah, so that's really good, and also because the music's good and stuff like that, and they picked all the emotions in the film really well, not saying in a rude way, or in a right way, or something way, I'm just saying, you know what I mean. But yeah, if you watch this film, but it's really, really good, if you like it. If I like it, I'm gonna go because I'm wasting my time and your time as well. So, Springsteen, it's a good film, but in a boring way, in a good way, and the stuff that I don't really know. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. It feels like this is the last video I'm gonna do. It might not, I might do, I don't know. Sure. Anyway, I'll see you next time if I do. Bye. Subscribe. If you can. I don't know.